when the battery died, but we got fresh ones in. Let's yank some bushes. So good morning, folks. It's Saturday, the day after the footage you just saw, and I found out that a 4 GB memory card just is not enough, especially if I don't get rid of one segment or collection of clips before I start another. So as you could see from the little bit of pulling that I did in the video, I kind of started to get the hang of using that grapple. It does a heck of a job. Part of what you did not see was this brush pile disappear, and it all got hauled down there underneath that big pine tree. But this was stacked high with, and there's still some in here, but most of this stuff I can go over with the bush cutter. But this was all cleared up using the grapple. Yanked some bushes on either side of this apple tree. I think one was right there, I'm not sure. Oh, I think there was one right here. Yeah, and that was a monster. In fact, you could see that root that it just did not want to pull. And I had to work at that one really hard. I pulled, I think, one big one from this bush right here. The one you saw in the video that I actually did pull was that spot right down there. Can I get you in closer? Let's see. Yeah, there it is. Zoom works. That spot right there was the one you saw me pull. I'm going to come back out again. And all this stuff was done earlier, the first time. You saw some of that. This tree, or bush, they're all over the place in here. Somebody told me yesterday they thought it might be boysenberry, but I looked up boysenberry and I don't think so. The leaves are wrong, and the berries, you can see these are in clusters. Let's see if I can get out of your light there. These berries are in clusters, Boysenberries are more singular. But there's that. Let's see, yeah, cleaned up that brush pile, got rid of some of those poison red berries, you know, up above there. That's where I started yesterday. Wow, that was interesting. I think it was a couple of swallows. Maybe not. Anyway, I did quite a bit of bushwhacking and quite a bit of moving that brush pile. That was a lot of trips back and forth, but very satisfying. So yeah, I got some more piles down here. I was considering going in after some of these bushes, but again, I think I could just leave this for next year. I'm told that it's not going to hurt the goats any. If you know different, not if you think, if you actually know different, by all means chime in. But for now, I've got this crabapple tree. I'm going to try to get you so the sun isn't right in the camera. I got this crabapple tree, which is, I've been told it's like a mongrel. It's probably somebody, right out the end of the driveway, there's a big crabapple tree. Probably one of those, or one or a couple of those apples got brought this way and dropped, and it just grew, and I got another crabapple up there where we want to put the garden. But we got all these berry bushes in here that I'm told the goats will be able to eat them without having any problems. And again, if you know what these are, I still haven't found out. Let me get a close-up on here. But nothing eats these, okay? You can see the shapes of the leaves, and the I mean, they look nice, but nothing eats them, which tells you pretty much that they're not good to eat. They will hurt you. Compared to these bushes, which I showed you, the big bush over here, that will get in here close without getting into shadow. I mean, there's, you know, earlier in July, those were white flowers. Let's see if I can get on there. There it is. Now they're turning into clusters of berries of some sort. And let you get a look at the leaves. And again, that's the same thing as that big bush there, and a lot of these bushes out in the upper pasture is the same thing. And I did have a Garden Answers app on my phone last year, and it came up with something that I can't remember, but it is an edible fruit, or an edible berry, but I can't remember what it was. Anyway, if you know, I'd appreciate hearing it. And until then, I think we're pretty much set for bushwhacking for now. My next episode of pulling bushes is going to be on the other side of the tree line there. Now I kind of sort of got a lane cut through there. That's where I was working the rocks in a previous Tractor Time episode that I'm going to be posting later on. Probably about the same time that I post this one up. Anyway, this is the outro for the bushwhacking episode. So we're going to let it go at that. And man, every time I look around here, it just makes me smile. Things are getting mowed. Bushes are getting eliminated. Place looks like people live here now. Thank you, LS and Bruce's Tractor in Herman, Maine, Outer Hammond Street. Later on, folks. Life is awesome.